Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tremaine Wright, the Chair of the Cannabis Control Board. Recognizing that all the board members are present and are participating remotely, I'm pleased to call to order another meeting of the Cannabis Control Board and to welcome all of you who are participating via real-time live stream. This meeting will be recorded, and the recording and transcript will be available to the public on the Office of Cannabis Management's website, cannabis.ny.gov. The information on Cannabis Control Board meetings is available on the designated section of the OCM website. Today's agenda we have a few items that we're excited to tackle, however, it will be brief. It's a welcoming remarks, a review and approval of the minutes from our Cannabis Control Board meeting that was held on May 5th, consideration of the recommended conditional cultivator applications for licensure, an update from Board Member McDaniel on the social equity cannabis investment, and a report from the Office of Cannabis Management's Executive Director, Chris Alexander. We'll thereafter adjourn. The Seeding Opportunity Initiative is well underway. It has 3 components, which we're working to advance simultaneously. The first is the conditional adult use retail dispensary license. The second is the adult use conditional cultivator license. And the third component is the social equity cannabis investment program. We have already approved 88 adult use conditional cultivator licenses. These licensees are amongst the first authorized growers of regulated adult use cannabis in New York State. More than 200 applications were submitted, and we're working as quickly as possible to approve those that meet the requirements so that they can grow this season. Additionally, DASNY has released requests for proposals to advance the social equity cannabis investment program, and we'll hear more about that investment program from Ms. McDaniel later in this meeting. So at this time, I'll simply remind everyone that this investment program is designed to support our first conditional adult use retail dispensaries that are scheduled to open later this year. The conditional adult use retail dispensary regulations have been released for public comment, and we expect licensing to open this summer. We have already begun an outreach campaign to help raise awareness about this opportunity and to answer common questions as prospective applicants begin to prepare to submit applications. As a reminder, the public comment period for these proposed conditional adult use retail dispensary regulations close on May 31st, 2022. You can access a copy of these regulations as well as submit a comment via the OCM website or email regulations@ocm.ny.gov. Now let's shift to the review and approval of the meeting minutes from the May 5th Cannabis Control Board meeting. However, before we proceed, I'd like to make some brief remarks about the open meetings law. As stated at every board meeting, the Cannabis Control Board is subject to the open meetings law to ensure the greatest level of transparency and public participation in the affairs of the government. Due to the ongoing pandemic, we have requested that members of the public join us via video conference, which we will continue to offer to keep members of the public as well as this body safe. Now I'll read a brief statement on open meetings law into the record. Pursuant to Chapter 1 of the laws of 2022, enacted on January 14th of 2022, board members may continue to fully participate in meetings via video conference from locations that are not open to the public, provided that the public has the ability to view or listen to such proceedings and the meetings are recorded and later just transcribed. The public was provided with information on how to access this meeting with the public meeting notice distributed to members of the press and posted on the OCM website. Recording of this meeting, together with a transcript, will also be available on the OCM website. Previous recordings, meeting minutes, and transcripts are archived there as well. And please note, there's a designated tab on the website that's entitled Board Meetings, which provides access to this information. Now, may I please have a motion to approve the May 5th, 2022 board meeting minutes? At first, may I have a second?
Second.
Chairman seconds. Is there any discussion by any board members? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 The motion to approve the May 5th, 2022 board meeting minutes carries. So now let's move on to the resolution before us today. May I please have a motion to consider and approve resolution number 2022-10, resolution approving conditional cultivator applications for licensure. So we have McDaniel first, second Metzger. So say thank you. And now, Mr. Alexander, will you please provide an overview of the applications?
Thank you, Madam Chair and board members. The 58 applications before you would add to the 88 that you've approved over previous two board meetings. We've received more than 200 applications from New York's hemp farmers, and we're excited to continue to advance the seeding opportunity initiative. We've been moving quickly, knowing that the growing season is short and wanting for our farmers to take full advantage of that season. If the applications approved, with the applications hopefully approved today, we'll have 146 small farmers operating throughout the state of New York as conditional cultivators in the Seeding Opportunity Initiative program. So excited to advance these names and await any questions that you all may have.
Thank you. May I have a motion to consider and approve resolution number 2022-10, resolution approving conditional cultivator applications for licensure? Wait, did I just say that? I'm sorry. I did. I'm so sorry. I'll call. Is there any discussion? I just messed up my notes.
I will just say that I'm thrilled to see such interest among our farmers in this opportunity.
Thank you. So now I will actually call for the vote. Ms. Metzger?
Aye.
Ms. Garcia?
Aye.
Mr. McDaniel?
Aye.
Mr. Perry?
Madam Chair, I vote in the affirmative on all, with the exception of registering my abstention on application number 2022-000079, Langdon-Hurst Farms, and I recuse and express no opinion at all on number 2022-000099, the New York Seed Laboratory, and again, just affirmative on all the rest.
Thank you. And I vote in favor of the motion as well. Therefore, the motion to approve resolution number 2022-10, resolution approving conditional cultivator applications for licensure carries. At this time, I'd like to ask Board Member McDaniel for an update on the Social Equity Investment Program.
Thank you, Madam Chair. A lot of exciting news has been going on. Obviously, over the past couple of months, I've been briefing you on the $200 million Social Equity Investment Program. It was passed by the legislature in the budget. We have now issued 2 RFPs associated with that. First is for fund to manager, looking for investment professionals who can help us manage the fund and raise private capital. The second is for design build firms. We'll be building a significant number of these facilities over a 12-month period of time. So our goal is to get between 8 to 10 design build firms throughout the state of New York to assist with that building process. Asking for things like experience building your retail cannabis locations, other places around the country, retail locations inside of New York that weren't cannabis related, focus on things like jewelry stores and other kind of like uses. So we're very excited about that as well. The RFP for fund managers due June the 8th. We'll have the decision made by June the 20th. And the RFP for design and build firms will be June 13th. And early July will be the time frame. So moving on well there, continue to do work on the real estate selection process, and feeling very good about how this fund is moving.
Thank you very much for keeping us moving forward with this work. Are there any additional comments, questions? So thank you. And now, Mr. Alexander, would you please give us the Executive Director's report, please?
Thank you, Madam Chair. So last week, while attending a Cannabis conference in Rochester, I was pleased to announce the Get Ready, Get Set workshops to prepare eligible New Yorkers for conditional adult use retail dispensary licensing opportunities, and to hear from communities who've been impacted by the prohibition of cannabis. These early workshops, despite the regulations still being in the draft form and not yet final, are intended to give New Yorkers who may be eligible for card licensure as strong an opportunity to get ready and to start to prepare documents that may be requested of them. So far, we've held 2 virtual learning sessions, the first on May 17th called Am I Eligible for Card? And another on Wednesday, yesterday, How Can I Prepare My Community for Card, targeting community-based organizations that are helping folks prepare for this opportunity. We had some great turnout, over 1,000 folks registered for both, and we're just excited to continue this work to roll out this opportunity. We have 2 more sessions, virtual listening sessions upcoming. Session 1, How to Support Cannabis Cultivation in New York State, which will be on Tuesday, May 24th at 4 p.m. And another virtual listening session on Wednesday, May 25th at 4 p.m., How to Ensure Equity in the New York State Cannabis Economy. So with that, I turn it back to you.
Thank you, and thank you for organizing these conversations around the state. That seems to be the one thing everybody wants to have a conversation about. So going around and answering these questions is going to be really helpful. So please, everyone, make sure you tune in and get connected so you can hear firsthand all of the information directly from OCM on how you can prepare yourself to be ready to participate as a conditional adult use retail licensee in New York State. However, as we prepare to close now, because I wanted to remind everyone that you can get the time, location, as well as a live stream link for our meetings on our website, cannabis.ny.gov. They are shared in advance of each control board meeting. Further, there will be a recording of today's meeting, our meeting minutes, and a transcription posted on the site. That actually concludes today's agenda items. So I'm going to ask, may I please have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Make that motion.
And a second. Thank you. Is there any discussion, question, or comments by any board members? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry not to go backwards, Madam Chair, but with the selection process that Mr. McDaniel was talking about, I was just wondering if there could be a brief comment on the consideration of minority and women business participation in that effort.
Yes, Board Member Perry, happy to address that. First, brag on DASNY. We do a lot of business throughout the state on the construction side and bond side. Last year, we were at 39.7% participation by MWBEs. We take that very seriously. So in both our design build and our fund manager, we're encouraging MWBEs. We'll be holding a seminar for subcontractors who are interested in the business once the design build firms are built, so that all of our New York State small minority women-owned businesses, as well as just the general public, have the opportunity to participate in the build-out as well. So we're very focused on it, and we will continue to aspire to the state's goals of more than 30% participation.
Thank you very much, Mr. McDaniel, and thank you, Madam Chair, for indulging that extra question. That's all I have.
Thank you, and thank you for providing that information. I think everyone is interested in how we're approaching our work. So I'm happy we had the opportunity to share it today. So thank you for pausing us, Adam. And I guess so, but it does adjourn our meeting. We are done with our business at this point. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Wait a second, did I get a call for a vote? So right now I'm going to call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
There are no abstentions, no opposition. The motion to adjourn carries. And I want to say thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you.